This is a hot topic right here, and this is something that you probably have not even thought of, but do you know that a lack of boundaries means a lack of sex? You're like, "What, Erica? I've never even heard of that. What are you talking about?" Well, are you having the sex that you want? No? Okay, then pay attention. Here's the thing. When someone wants to have sex with you, why do they want to have sex with you? Because they're attracted to you, they're drawn to you. There's something about you that they just can't resist. It's like, I don't know what it is about that person, but I just gotta have them. The thing is, though, when you don't have any boundaries, the person who's having sex with you is thinking, like, this is boring. I'm not feeling it with this person. It's just like, let's just do missionary for the rest of our lives because it's never going to ever give me that spark because I don't feel challenged by this person. I don't feel inspired by this person. I don't feel ignited by this person. And to be really honest, my attraction for them is slowly going down. And you start thinking it's everything else. You're like, oh my God, I should go to the gym more. I should make more money. I should take them on more vacations. We should go on more dates. And it's like, no, 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 no. All that outside stuff may keep them on the line for a little bit longer, but that's not what's really going on. Essentially, if they're not having sex with you, it's because they're not attracted to you. Now, that might be hard for you to hear, and you're like, but how can I change me? Oh, but you can. See, you're lovable and you are worthy and you're great and you're all those things. But if you're not showing up that way in the relationship by having a lack of boundaries, by not being true to yourself, then that person's going to feel like, you know what? There's just something about them that they used to have this magic and now they just don't. What happens? We get into the mundane of like, I just want to find what's easy. And I have to say that staying true to yourself, staying true to your desires, what you want, being honest with the other person is work. And I think that we get scared of doing that work and we just want to look for what's easy. And then you start seeing your partner or you start seeing the people that you're trying to pursue or trying to date that their interest slows off and it downs, it goes like a chart. It just dwindles down. You can feel it pulling. And you think it's like something exterior. And what you don't realize is this is an interior thing of you not being honest with who you are in the relationship. Here's the thing. This is why, like, when people start dating, like, why sometimes they're so attracted at first and then it dies off. It's because the person loses themselves. And most of the time, when we get love or we get someone's attention, we think like, all right, I got them. Now I want to keep them. And you think by doing all the things that they want you to do is going to keep them, but it's just the opposite. It's they're in a relationship or they're choosing to see you or they want to be with you intimately for you, not for the things that you do, not just for what you can provide, but for who you are as a person. But if you keep hiding who you are as a person by mea culping by just going along and just acquiescing and just saying, I will give you whatever you want. I just want to make you happy. But you're not showing up and going, but I want to make me happy. When you're not doing that, they get turned off. Why? That's a sign of lack of boundaries. When you are showing up, just making it solely about that person, about making them happy, making their desires come true, what you're doing is not honoring your boundaries for you and getting what you want and saying what you want. And this is why people who are like alpha and people that we see as like high value people, why they always get what they want is because they're not afraid to speak up for themselves. They're not afraid to say what they want, and they're not afraid of loss. See, a lot of times we get afraid that we're going to lose a person. So we start doing all these things that are not true to who we are in effort of losing them. But what you don't realize is you've already lost yourself. When you start betraying yourself to make them happy by negotiating on your boundaries and the things that you want, when you're trying to make them happy, they're like, I'm not into you. Why are they not into you? Because you are no longer showing up. You've disappeared. You've gone MIA. They're like, where are they? Where did that person go? I was so attracted to them. But now it's just all about me. And I don't even know who they are anymore. I don't even know what they want. Because anytime I say, let's go to this restaurant, they're like, okay, let's go do this activity. Okay, let's go on this vacation. Okay, you're just an okay person. Well, who wants to have sex with just an okay person? No one. We want to have sex with someone who's great, who makes us feel alive, who turns us on, who inspires us, who challenges us. Like, that's the person we want to get in bed with. That's the person we want to be intimate with. But the minute that you start betraying yourself by not having any boundaries, by not standing up for yourself, by not valuing yourself, then that person just goes, not into it. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling like they're just an okay person. And I don't want to be intimate with that okay person. And you might be watching this and you're like, how do I know I have poor boundaries, Erica? You're freaking me out. Then you want to watch this video that I'm suggesting somewhere in these cards. They pop up, wherever. These are signs that you have poor boundaries, and you have to watch that video because this is going to give you some clarity. But at the end of the day, like, we have sex with the people because we desire them. But when we have a lack of boundaries, that creates a lack of sex for us because it makes us less desirable because we're not really showing up. We're not being really honest. All we're doing is living in this state of fear of just maintaining. Life is not about maintaining. Life is about going through seasons. Life is about growing. It's about evolving. It's about dying. And there's some fear in your life that probably needs to die so that you can grow and evolve. But just hanging on to that fear and trying to maintain and keep whatever you think is going to keep them there is not going to work with you because they're eventually going to get turned off by you. And I'm just trying to be really honest with you so that you don't reach out to me in 5 years and be like, my partner just told me that they want a divorce because they're not in love with me anymore. And I would say to you, it's not that they're not in love with you anymore. You just quit showing up. And it's the same thing for singles. Singles who stay in the friend zone, singles who pay for lots of dates but never get sex, never get the intimacy, never get the love, never get the connection that they want. They're not rejecting you. You just have to understand that because you don't have the courage, you don't have the guts to show up for who you really are. So you can't even say that they're rejecting you because they're not rejecting you because you don't have the courage to be you because you're not implementing your boundaries. Your boundaries create a platform of going, I have a voice. There are things that matter to me. There are things that I want. There are things that I desire. And so I'm going to say those things. And I hope that you enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, then you're not my person. Move on so you can make some space, get out of here, make some space for the person who is going to enjoy all of me. I should be able to say the things that really resonate with me. I should be able to voice the things that I really want. I should be able to say, hey, I really don't like this. And if that makes a person walk out of your life, then goodbye, sweetheart. Good riddance. I wish you the best. Go live your best life, honey. Get out of here because I'm trying to make space for the right person. And the right person, there's going to be a compromise. There's going to be negotiating where both of us get to show up as we are, the things that we like, even the things that we dislike. We may not agree on everything, but that's okay. That's where honoring each other's boundaries really matters. It counts. And if you need help with this, I've got my boundaries training program that's going to walk you completely through this so that you never ever have to negotiate on who you are again. Listen, we can make our partner desire us, the person that's interested in you can make them desire you by having better boundaries. I know you've probably never heard this before, but I'm telling you, it's the missing piece that's the missing piece of the puzzle. When you've tried everything and you're like, nothing is really working here, I'm telling you, when you have better boundaries, it creates the dance floor for you to show up, to get your dance on, and to shine. And listen, you have it. You can do this. I know you can. But to support you, I want you to watch this video right now because it's going to talk to you about how to make your partner desire you, but while showing up with boundaries. Listen, this is the game changer that you need. Go watch it right now. And then I will see you in the comment section below. I love you. You got this. See you then.